Dave Miller with Superior Services has joined me, and in case life isn't crazy enough right now, we are on the heels of hurricane season, so that's exciting.
Yes, it is. More stuff to go wrong.
Yeah, great. So, and we have had to evacuate the last several years, so
Yep.
anything is possible. But talk to us about your new services, because you are now Superior Services,
Sure.
not just Superior Heating and Air, and I know that you have a lot of things that you can now offer in
Sure.
the event that something happens with a hurricane.
Sure. So we've got into the carpet cleaning and we're rolling that out, and it's still in its infancy, but we have some state-of-the-art trucks on the road, and we thought that as hurricane season approaches, that we should at least let our customers know that in the sad event of any sort of flood damage or whatnot, we can use those machines and things like that to help with water mitigation and help with the cleanup relief after the fact, and keep mold from growing and all that stuff that seems to stick around after the water, recedes.
Right. Well, and I thought something that was really interesting. I was chatting with Glenn, who was part of your team.
Sure.
And he said, the worst thing to do is put a fan on wet carpet because
Right.
it's blowing mold spores onto your wall, which of course that's our first instinct.
Right.
But he's saying, no, let us come in and put the dehumidifier in there and get that out in the safe way. So
Right.
I thought that was really fascinating.
Right. It's a multi-step process. The fans do work in a sense, because we are moving that air and starting to turn that water into, humidity in a sense, and then it kind of works its way out. But we got to get that humidity out.
Right.
So the humidity through the dehumidifiers, and that's where they come in. And then, yes, you're correct. If it's really bad, you're going to be pushing all that junk just around further into the house. So we want to set up containment so that we're only in that one area and have basically a containment area set up.
Right.
And we're pulling air out of that area, blowing air in, and then dehumidifying. So there's a little bit more of a technique to it than you think, but anything's better than nothing if you're in a bind,
Right.
especially with water and things like that.
Absolutely. But sometimes we think we're trying, we think
Right.
we're helping
Right.
the situation, and maybe we're not. So
Right.
that's why you guys are the experts.
Sure.
So also you are offering electrical and plumbing
Correct.
services as well, and that would maybe also be affected by a hurricane.
Correct. Plumbing backs up, things like that. So we're set up for emergency 24-hour service for clogged drains, pipes backing up. We have all the special machinery and the cameras that go in there, and even cut roots out of drains and things like that. So that's something that can definitely happen. On the electrical side, we're hoping to bring generators in,
Okay.
especially around hurricane season, so that if we do have power outages, at least certain spots of the house can at least either maintain cooling, refrigerators stay running, things
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
So we thought that was going to be a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And even it's hurricane season, yes, but it's also just the beginning of the summer season.
That's right.
Which means it's going to get really hot here pretty soon.
That's true.
So now's a good time, I would think, for a tune-up, or just kind of to make sure everything's in working order before
Right.
you get to the 100-degree days and it's not working.
Couldn't be more correct. We want to push everybody to be proactive and not reactive. It's a lot better to call us today and set up a schedule at your convenience to get us out there,
Right.
to check things out, and then that way you're not calling us at 8 o'clock on Friday night when you have guests over and it's not cooling.
Right.
So unfortunately we can't wave a magic wand and check it up and say, hey, it's not going to break, but we definitely reduce
Sure.
breakdowns and things that we find under these inspections versus, there's plenty of systems out there that are limping and nobody really knows, because in the
Right.
shoulder season, limping is still cooling.
Yes.
But like days like today when it's hot and humid, you're going to start to see that, and we get those floods as soon as it hits 85 or 88 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
The phone just off the hook.
Right, never
So-
stops ringing. So if somebody is interested in getting to you for that, because I know you do semi-annual maintenance programs,
Mm-hmm.
how do they get to you for that and kind of set something up so they are being proactive?
Sure. Always start at our website, go to superior.com. We are rolling out a online scheduling so they can actually book scheduling right online.
Nice.
That's not completed yet, but it's actually in design right now.
Coming soon.
Yes, so that'll definitely help in scheduling things in case you don't like to pick up the phone. A lot of people just like to email or to, our actual dispatch schedule gets shown
Yeah.
on the screen. They can see what days and times are available. So we're rolling that out, and that'll definitely help with getting things done. But if all else fails, the good old phone.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks so much for being with us, Dave. It's always
Thanks for
great
having me.
information.